I don't think there is another machine like this in India. For sure. Absolutely not. नहीं होगा. 100% नहीं होगा. Between 60 to 70 lakhs is what this build would cost you if you attempt to make something similar. It has 4 6000 Pro Blackwells, a threadripper processor, 256 GB of RAM, and guess what? It's all liquid cooled. Now I gave a price range instead of an exact price because your usage may be different, and that's exactly how we think about builds like this. We're going to customize it to your use. More on that later. Let's talk about this build first. This video is not going to be just talking about the specs. It's going to be something different. We'll find out what exactly this build can do. But let's talk about the specs anyway. It has a 32-core processor, 64 threads, 256 GB of ECC memory, and again, 4 RTX 6000 Pro Blackwells at 96 GB each. That's 384 GB of VRAM, a 3000 watt primary PSU, and a 1000 watt SFX secondary PSU. And yeah, let's not forget 36 high performance Noctua fans. It gets pretty noisy, by the way. Now the obvious question is, what would somebody use this for? Now this build is meant for AI inferencing and of course development. So what we did was we tried to test it out installing some AI models. Let's see how that went. Now first up, we tried installing Kimi 2.6. Kimi is all the rage these days because it's actually an awesome model. Now the model we installed has been released in April 2026 by Moonshot AI. On paper, this has 1 trillion parameters. In practice, because it uses a mixture of experts architecture, only 32 billion of these are active at any given time. So you get the quality of a trillion parameter model at the inference cost of a 32 billion dense model. That's pretty killer actually. It's one of the highest scoring models on Artificial Intelligence Index. So now Kimi 2.6 on performance wise is pretty killer. In many benchmarks, it's even tying with 5.5, that is GPT 5.5. Now before we get into other benchmarks, let's look at what this beast can build with a single prompt. For websites, landing pages, a working audio visualizer, or even a typing speed tester, a game, all from one shot. The quality coming out of this model is actually really good, almost at par with other major AI models. And the best part, it's fully open source. Now let's talk some numbers. Now we are running the Unsloth UD version. On VRAM, the load spreads across 4 GPUs, GPU 0 at 68 gigs, 1 at 79, 2 and 3 at 69 each. The time to first token is 2.4 seconds, decode speed is 20 to 24 tokens per second, power draw varies between 80 to 100 watts per GPU. The RAM usage is at 254 GB of 255 GB with 35% of CPU utilization. For a trillion parameter model running on a single workstation, these numbers are actually no mean feat. Now next up, we tried some deep research. You know deep research that other AI models do on the cloud? You can actually do that on your own machine if you install models on them in the first place. Now the tool on GitHub is called LDR. It runs exactly like Gemini deep research feature. The best part, it runs locally, connects to the internet, does what it needs to do for free without subscriptions. We ran it and saw the outputs. The outputs aren't actually bad. We even did a deep research on ourselves and it looks like it has a lot to say about this. Now with this kind of power, we thought we should probably do more than next token generation, right? We thought, let's do some video generation. Now we ran the LTX 2.3, which is a 23 billion parameter model from Lightrix. Now for context, the LTX 2.3 model is actually rated by a lot of people to be on par with even Gemini output. That's a bolder look. I don't know, it's their opinion. What we saw is it's not far. That's what I can say. The tough part about LTX 2.3 is it's not easy to try and run 4 cards on it, especially with the time we had. So we did manage to get it working with 1 card. Why is it difficult? Actually needs another video on its own. In that video, we'll probably talk about how to do video gen on your machine and what does it take to set it up. If you're interested in a video like that, please comment down below. So we did manage to run video generation 5-second clips on a single graphic card, and here's what we saw. To generate a 5-second 1080p video, we saw that it uses 44 gigabytes of VRAM, takes about 63 seconds average across multiple runs with the card going up to 576 watt peak. This also utilizes at least 70 GB of RAM. Now trying to do a 720p 5-second clip, it uses 39 GB of VRAM, 25 second generation time and 546 watts. And at 4K, it goes up to 67 GB of VRAM, 435 seconds and takes the entire 600 watt peak load. There is absolutely minimal CPU usage across these loads. So imagine if you would have gotten all 4 working and we had more time to test this, it would be really killer, right? And finally, to test it out even further, we thought, let's run Octane bench and see where we place on the leaderboard, yeah? So we ran the Octane benchmark and we have this number, 6955. And the final section of this video, let's actually talk about thermal performance. Especially because we went through the trouble of liquid cooling this entire machine, opening up 6000 Pro Blackwells, and yes, testing it all that much. Now at full load, with each card drawing 600 watts, that's 2400 watts for all 4 cards, and 350 watts by just the CPU, we are looking at 2750 watts of TDP to be cooled. That's actually crazy, isn't it? GPU 0 sits at around 60 degrees. In fact, all the other GPUs fluctuate between 65 to at max 75. And the CPU fluctuates between 85 to about 88, 89 because hey, इतना सारा cooling करके मतलब कुछ तो फर्क पड़ेगा, right? So yeah, for a system drawing that amount of power and heating up that much, these numbers are pretty comfortable, and yes, this system totally deserves those knock-to-off fans which actually make a lot of noise when you switch them on, and I would like you to hear them. Actually, थोड़ा गर्मी हो रहा है, ठंडा भी लग रहा है. So yeah, I'll not even switch it off for the end of the video. So we keep seeing this more and more, right? Companies which are bothered about data security, where data actually makes sense to be on-prem. More and more such companies are building crazy systems like this. Maybe not everybody is making systems like this. This is probably one of its kind. I don't think there is another machine like this in India. For sure. Absolutely not. Nahi hoga. 100% nahi hoga. Anyway, that's besides the point. The point is, if you are looking for a system like this to do stuff locally in your office premises, you know who to get in touch with. We keep making amazing builds like this. You should check out our other socials, even our website, to see what we do. Thank you for watching. If you'd like to see something different from us on our content channels, get in touch with your comments below. Thank you for watching.